What is going on, family? We are back checking out the rest of, we're going to get into the entire thing of Angelina Jordan's video that she did for Norway's Got Talent. I decided that it was probably going to be the best way to try to go about it is to just try to get all of them in one. I've been feeling a little like I've been a little behind on Angelina Jordan, and I know it's been a few days since I had put out a video from her, so I figured it was something I wanted to give back to you guys. So you guys said it would be okay to do a long video, so let's go ahead and get into it and check it out.
Tenkte å synge I'm a Fool to Want You fra Billie Holiday.
Running back on the Billie Holiday.
I'm a fool to want you. I'm a fool to want you. To want love that can be true. A love that's clear, a heart is true. I'm a fool to hold you. Such a fool to hold you. To seek a kiss, not mine alone. To share a kiss, but never has known. Time and time again, I said I'd leave you. Time and time again, I ran away. But come the time when I need you. And once again, these words I have to say. I'm a fool to want you. Feed me, I need you. I know it's wrong, it must be wrong, but right along I can't get along without you. I can't give it up without you.
Oh, jeez. Homegirl is in the back, yo. Like, I'm gonna turn this off. Homegirl's like in the... I can't, man. I can't. Homegirl's in the back just like she like break down afterwards. Like, that was like amazing. Like, you know what I mean? The whole time I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, I just really have never really come across in like so many, like so very, very few singers that there are out there where like that you could just kind of like get lost in a moment where it's almost kind of like time stops for a minute when they start singing. And it's just something about her voice and just something the way that she does this that's just kind of magnificent. It really is like those one of a kind, unique scenario person, you know what I mean? Like that is why I think that we all kind of recognize that in her, is the fact that she is just so unique and special in that way, where, like I said, like something about like the fact that she could just do this and like, you know, and it's almost like one of those things where I feel like it's there's no way that it can be, but I almost feel like it's as simple as she's like an alien, right? Like, let's go ahead and go full fictional. She's like an alien that has the technology to be able to like, all right, I want to sound and do that, so I'm going to now mimic that sound and do that, and I can just do it. But with all like the soul behind it at the same time, which is like where I feel like that's where the aliens can never do it, right? They can never fully grasp like the human emotion or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm kind of getting at. It's like she seems to be able to still grab that and grasp that. Even if she doesn't write these songs, whether she like, no matter which way that she relates to those songs, like that she is able to like encapsulate that. And it's just such a unique and amazing thing to witness. Let's go ahead and check out the next video. All right, looks like we are doing now Shot Me Down, Bang Bang. All right, they're actually like on a little stage at this time again. For the TV.
I was 5 and he was 6. We were horses made of sticks. He were black and I were white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. I shot you down. Bang, bang. You hit the ground. Bang, bang.
Jesus.
That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me down. Music plays and people stand just for me. The church bells rang. Now he's gone, I don't know why. Until day, sometimes I cry. He didn't even say goodbye. He didn't take the life to chime. Bang, bang, I shot you down. Bang, bang, you hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down. My baby shut me down.
Wow. I hope this is the one that has the comments. It does not look like it. I'm going to have to probably find that video. Because I think somebody said that there was comments on some of them. So let me go ahead and try to find those real fast. All right. It looks like we have found a person. Mr. John Johansson over here. We're going to make sure that we give him a thumbs up. And we want to make sure that we do some boosting over here. We want to make sure that we're just not liking any negative comments. If there's this many, it should be good. Knowing more about Norway because of Angelina, another performance. Well, okay, cool. Always give some boosting credit to these creators and people that do stuff like this. It really does go a long way. And we're going to make sure that we leave him. Oh, I done shut my thing off. We're going to make sure that we leave him a rock teddy as well. And if you guys like this video, please leave me a teddy in the comments as well. A lot of you guys, I myself included, I did not really know the best way to help support these creators and that are out there. But just, leaving just a little fire emoji or whatever, just something like just to help the little boost the algorithm always helps. So I just encourage people to leave a teddy if you like the video. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Shout out to you, John, again for providing this video with the subtitles so we can check out and see what the judges have to say about the second performance, or the second one for TV, if you will. Yeah, she's already got a fandom. Like, how would they not have this after the first time they see her? Like, she would definitely be the one to get, like, the fandom on the show.
Lisa, klarer du å si noe?
Nei, det jo helt
I love her hairpiece that she's using.
Helt vidunderlig å høre på deg, Angelina. Det hver gang du synger, så tenker jeg at hva? Det fra den lille kroppen den fantastisk store stemmen kommer fra? Det nei, det helt vidunderlig. Du virkelig helt unik, altså.
Du sier at musikken har funnet deg. Du ble født til å synge. Du har en fantastisk formidling, og du har en naturlig melankoli i deg. Og det å være et melankolsk menneske som har lyst til å formidle, for meg så blir det veldig, veldig stort. Og det er ikke uten grunn at du har hatt 5 millioner treff på YouTube. Det er helt sikkert. Det er en glede å ha deg med her på Norske Talenter. Vi er rett og slett heldige.
Oh yeah, that for sure. Let's pause it right there to talk about the fact that like she is a gold mine for Norway, and Norway's got talent for sure. Like as soon as she popped up on this, they're like, oh boy, we got one for us, like for our country. Like that is so great. Like it's always amazing when you get somebody of like such a, like national notoriety, if you will, that gets like that kind of attention, and they come from like where you're from. Like, you know, we have someone in America, you know, but international pop stars, like our international stars in general, like there's always very, very few. So like you always like hope they're gonna be great people like Angelina, and like what an amazing, like, you know, overall just not entrepreneurial, like I can't think of the proper word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like just the overall spirit that she has of just being like a good person and giving back to people and just and all of that stuff. I can't, like I said, I'm drawing the blank on what the proper word is. Philanthropic? Is that the proper word? Maybe. I might be. I didn't go to college. I went to a little bit of college, guys. I didn't graduate college. I went to a little bit of college. Come on now. I'm not that smart. I'm just a dumb American.
Si at jeg elsker deg. Jeg synes at jeg tror at det er kanskje noe av det beste jeg har sett fra deg. Som sist så er jeg nesten litt tom for ord, men det er et par ting jeg har lyst til å få fram, og det er at du sier at du går inn i en annen verden når du synger, og det kan man se. Jeg ser at du ikke tenker, du bare føler, og det viser tegn på en sann kunstner. I mitt hjerte har du allerede vinning, og jeg tror at det som meg, så er det også favoritten til mange der ute, så jeg håper at dere der hjemme ikke tar det som en selvfølge at henne er videre, men virkelig stemmer på henne, fordi du fortjener å komme videre.
Ja, veldig viktig, folkens.
I don't know how anybody couldn't vote for her. Like, I wouldn't be able to understand how you wouldn't like
Du
her.
tørker
Ja, det er ikke ofte at jeg blir stum, men jeg har det er veldig få ord inni denne kroppen nå. Men jeg er så glad for en ting, for hvis det ikke hadde vært for at jeg har møtt den fantastisk fine familien som du har, Angelina, så hadde jeg vært veldig redd for deg. Men jeg vet at du har veldig fine folk rundt deg som passer på deg, og som sørger for at du får lov å være det du først og fremst er, nemlig et barn. Og det gjør meg veldig glad, for ellers så hadde jeg vært livredd i kveld. Men du er en helt spesiell blomst, og du er vidunderlig, og jeg er enig med Omar, fordi at det som veldig ofte skjer, når man har oppnådd en sånn popularitet som du har gjort nå, det er at alle andre tenker at ja, men hun er jo selvfølgelig videre, så det er ingen problem med henne. Hvis jeg ikke satt ved dette dommerbordet, så skulle jeg løpt ut og funnet mobiltelefonen min, og så skulle jeg stemt på det jeg også.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It would be so hard. Like I said, that's why I said in like the very first video that she did that it would be so hard to be any other contestant on just like this episode or season, or you know, or this year or whatever that they were doing with this particular season. It would be so difficult, because it's like, man, like no matter how great of other singers they probably are, like I said, she's once in a lifetime, and like that is what makes her different, is like the fact that, like he said, like, you know, that's where my mind goes too, like, you know, is thinking like, I worry for you, because people are going to try to take advantage of you. It is just human nature, and that's why I said earlier that she was a gold mine, and I hate to even say that, but like, you know, the wrong people are going to use her talent as the gold mine that it could be. And that's why I said, like, you know, it's a great thing for Norway. It was a great thing for this show. And it looks like Norway has not fully taken advantage of her from what I have learned from you guys. It looks like she has had a good team around her and that she has been able to really still enjoy her life because, like he said, like, you know, it's really quickly that some of this stuff, like, it can just swipe up your childhood. And then all of a sudden, like, your life is so much different than every other kid. And, like, you know, you still want them to be able to have some of that. As much as they still want to sing and still have those experiences, you want them to kind of still also be a kid and be kind of saved from some of that hardship that you really see in the world, because the bad people are going to come. They are going to try to take advantage of you. They are going to do those things.
Kjære Angelina, det helt fantastisk å se på deg på scenen, for det ser ikke ut som du nervøs I det hele tatt. Blir du ikke det?
Nei.
Nei. Du gjør ikke det, for da går du inn I den verdenen din. Og jeg føler at jeg ble med inn I den verden. Det en veldig fin verden. Men og så må du fortelle, for du har fått veldig mye oppmerksomhet siden sist. Hvordan har det vært?
Veldig spesielt.
Ja. Hvordan da? Har det vært ubehagelig, eller har det vært fint?
Det har vært fint.
Ja, det var det jeg håpet at du skulle si.
I have to say again, guys, like, you know, I hate to be this guy, but like, I can't help but notice the difference in this type of entertainment versus the type of entertainment that we see in, let's say, primarily the United States of America. Because just the fact that the judges have said the things that they've said, I would never think that anybody would say that on an American one, because they would cut it out. They wouldn't even air it. They wouldn't say something like that about like him being worried for her. And that those kinds of things that would never make the actual airing. I don't think they might say it, but they wouldn't actually put it on the show where we'd be able to see it like this. And like even that, when she was interviewing her, she actually talked to her like a kid instead of like a actual interview, which is like a small person. Because like I said, there's just a difference you can see when people's in body language and stuff like that. And like the way that she, like, when she goes, has it been uncomfortable? You know what I mean? Because she kind of saw her freeze up for a second. And that's why I smiled, is because I'm like, she is uncomfortable. Like, you know, she's not used to this. And so she asked her, like, has it been uncomfortable or has it been nice? Like, you know, she's being like uber empathetic as the host, which we don't see a ton of that really from like American hosts, because like I said, they wouldn't put it on the TV. Like they're too much of like everything has to be perfect, and it almost comes across unauthentic. And that's why I don't tend to like a lot of that kind of stuff and watch it, is because it doesn't seem real to me. It seems too manufactured. I like to watch the real content. Something like this is fantastic because you're really getting to watch a real interaction. You know what I mean? It's a legitimate, real interaction with her.
Ja, ok. Hvis du har lyst til å se Angelina I finalen, så det veldig enkelt. Da må du bare sende tallet 8 til 26 400 eller ringe
Okay, I think that should be the end of this one. So let's go ahead and get into the finale.
Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me entertain you.
Foran oss her, folkens, så har vi ei stjerne.
Egentlig så jeg en vanlig jente.
Du jo musikk.
Det skjer jo veldig mye med intervjuer og sånn. Det var en gammel dame, og så sa hun at jeg ble rørt. Og så sa jeg det var ikke meningen. Da klemte hun meg.
Dette starten på noe som veldig, veldig spennende I ditt liv.
Dette har vært en reise, og den ikke ennå ferdig.
I hope I didn't miss something in this. I feel like I probably missed something in this entire thing. I'm sorry, guys, if I did.
Angelina, jeg tror at jeg kan si at jeg elsker deg. I mitt hjerte har du allerede vunnet.
Jeg elsker å synge, og det skal jeg vise dere I kveld. Little baby, don't you cry. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the curtain is high. Oh, your dad is rich and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
They're probably like in shock because I'm sure in person it just resonates through your entire soul. And like they already know what's gonna happen when she gets up there. Like, you know, they've already seen it before.
Omer, klarer du å snakke?
Hva skal man si? Det som et eventyr å sitte her og se på deg, Angelina.
Omer, klarer du å snakke?
Hva skal man si? Det som et eventyr å sitte her og se på deg, Angelina. Jeg drømmer meg helt bort, og jeg vil bare si tusen takk for det du gir oss. Du en gave for norske talenter.
Bjarte?
Det hjelper liksom ikke, Angelina, hvor mange ganger du sier «Don't you cry». For jeg klarer bare ikke å la være. Og Gud vet jeg hadde lovet meg selv at jeg skulle prøve. Men du treffer noe inn i meg når du synger. Og du treffer noe inn i veldig mange når du synger. Og jeg sitter og tenker på at om 10 år så du 18 år. Jeg synes det helt ufattelig. Jeg vet ikke hva mer jeg skal si, Angelina, men du synger så utrolig fint.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to put into words like over and over and over again, like really like just kind of what she is, like, you know, she is a spectacle to be seen. And like, I think that's what they're all really just trying to convey is like the fact that like, when he's saying like 10 years from now, you are barely going to be 18 years old. Like you're still going to have the rest of your entire life ahead of you. Like 18 is nothing. And what she has seen and accomplished in the last 10 years already is insane. It's, you know what I mean? Like it's insane. It's like she is going to be a world famous, renowned singer for the rest of time. You know what I mean? Like her popularity is only going to more grow. No matter whatever happens in the future, it's only going to go higher. Like, that's all I can really say is it's only going to get more and more acknowledged no matter what happens, to be honest. No matter what happens, she will go down as one of the greatest singers of literally all time. If not, people don't consider that to her to be that like already kind of now and all that kinds of stuff already. I think it's hard to put somebody like that on somebody who is like still like this young and this early in their journey. But I think we could all see that like, it's been recognized for the last 10 years already.
Det ikke så veldig ofte at jeg blir rørt på den måten som jeg blir når du synger. Og I dag var det grining på høyt nivå fra meg. Og det var tårer av lykke over at det finnes et menneske som synger så vakkert. Altså for meg så det nesten litt sånn, det helt sånn utenomjordisk. Jeg tenker jo at folk må jo stemme på dette her. Dette her jo helt... Jeg har aldri opplevd lignende.
Angelina, du har fått en gedigen gave som viser seg hos deg som så utrolig ung. Du har fått en mulighet til å formidle noe til mennesket. Og det gjerne en stor oppgave for en 8-åring, men den har du fått. Og den rett og slett litt sjelden, for det at I dag så det ikke så mange som klarer å formidle. De synger, og det veldig mange som synger bra, men det som din styrke, det at du har en helt unik formidlingsevne. Det skal du ta vare på. Det skal du vite inni deg at faktisk det stort. For det at det en gave fra universet. Og du en stor gave for oss alle.
That's like a big like don't ever go and like join a rock band. That's like you gotta keep doing what you do, girlfriend. Like you gotta do it because like you were born to do like what she does.
Når det sagt, så må vi si det at husk på det. Du har ikke noe ansvar I å levere noe til folk for det du leverer allerede her. Det en gave til oss som får lov til å sitte og høre på. Det ligger ikke noe ansvar I det. Ikke tenk, bare syng.
Yes, that's a really great point that she brought up there when she was talking about how like it's a big responsibility on an 8-year-old. Like that is kind of the overall point we were talking about earlier was like it shouldn't be a responsibility of an 8-year-old. Like she shouldn't have to be anything. She should just have to be herself and be able to sing. Everything else should be able to work itself out. Like I hate this idea that like that people put onto like people who like just because they are gifted, like that all of a sudden they have to be certain things for people and be that for somebody else when it's not their responsibility to be so. Like I feel like that's not what I've heard or know of what Angelina has done. That it's just basically she has just always been herself and has had that same kind of spirit. So that's the responsibility of level of like, who are you around? Who inspires you to do what? You know what I mean? Who is telling you what is the best things to do and those kinds of things and influencing you that kind of way. So it sounds like, the family and friends, if I could talk, that she's had around her throughout her life have been very good and inspirational for her. Like I said, we just hate to see anybody really taking advantage for the wrong reasons, but I'm sure there's people who have tried. Probably have failed, but they probably definitely have tried.
Angelina, hvordan har det vært å være med I Norske Talenter og få sånne tilbakemeldinger?
Det helt fantastisk.
It's gotta be weird, man. It's gotta be weird when everybody tells you that, like, you know, you're a like an angel from heaven, like, you know, a type of deal, like, you know what I mean. When everybody is giving you like such praise and adoration all the time, especially from a young age, like, you know, we're used to like doing that with like our kids, like you know, positive reinforcement. But with her, it's like a completely separate thing. So it's like one of those things where it's hard to like convey the message because you would want them to understand and know, but at the same time, like, you know, that also has like a psychological effect on a person as well. So like she's uncomfortable at like with receiving the overall positive like reinforcement this way, where it's like, you know, it's just would be weird for somebody to hear, even if you believe it, like to hear other people say it, like it's always something else. And like, you know, you don't really know what that looks like until you get some of that praise and receive it yourself. Like, you know, so I can only imagine what she's going through at such a young age with getting so much love and praise so fast, because I'm sure it's rather overwhelming.
Det kan jeg se. Og syns du... Med 46% av stemmene, Angelina! Ja. Gratulerer og gratulerer også til husfru og Daniel og de andre finalistene.
She's crying, man.
Nå har du nettopp
She
vunnet.
just looks so uncomfortable. I feel for her, you know. I feel for her. That's a lot for an 8-year-old to process, man.
Ja, og nå er det lov å gråte en liten skvett. Jeg tror det er mange som gråter med deg i kveld, og det er bare gledestårer. Ok, gratulerer så mye, Angelina! Ja, og vi skal snakke litt mer med Angelina og de andre på toppen på TV2 om litt, men nå er det
That
over
poor guy
for i
next to
år.
her, man.
Tusen takk til alle som har sett på. Tusen
He's
takk
looking.
til
He
alle som
wants to
har
be happy
stemt.
so
Takk til
bad,
alle
but he
som har
can't be.
deltatt.
He's like he's so upset. You can tell. You can just see on his face, man. He's like, oh man, I was this close. I was this close. That's why I was saying earlier, like on the first video, that there's like just no way that like I would have wanted to showed up to this competition when she got up there to sing. I would have been so mad. I would have been like, there's no way. Like all of a sudden, like the aliens showed up, and it's like, how am I supposed to beat that? Like no matter what the other acts were, you're like, how do I win anybody over like this phenomenon that is Angelina Jordan? Simply amazing. It's really the easiest way to put it, that she is a once-in-a-lifetime talent and that she is simply amazing. I don't know if I could do like the whole like going in order thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I think there's a handful of you guys that had put out like a very specific request out there, and we might have to do that one. I Put a Spell on You has been brought up quite a few times, and I might have to do that one next. So we might jump into that one. You guys let me know how you're feeling. If you made it to this point in the video, you're probably a great, huge fan of Angelina Jordan, but you probably didn't hate the fact that I did this video. So if you would like to get involved with any of the different links that we have below, I'll leave everything for Patreon, just Discord, Instagram, everything that I got going on in there. It will be in the description below. And if you have not joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Until next time, I appreciate you for watching.